Hi there, everyone, beautiful creatures of light, and welcome to practice of lesson 17 from A Course in Miracles workbook for students. We start like we do usually, that is thanking the Holy Spirit for this day, for the holy encounters that we will have. We bless our brothers and sisters, the ones in whom we think throughout the day, all the brothers and sisters that are around us. And we bless every brother and sister who needs a miracle. We join to their right mind, and we know that the Holy Spirit is with everyone. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for being our guide to salvation. And the quote from The Disappearance of the Universe that belongs to day 17 is this one. That is very short. It is very short. An untrained mind can accomplish nothing. An untrained mind can accomplish nothing. Which means, if we reverse the phrase, a trained mind can accomplish everything. So we go to lesson 17. Lesson 17. I see no neutral things. This idea is another step in the direction of identifying cause and effect as it really operates in the world. You see no neutral things because you have no neutral thoughts. It is always the thought that comes first, despite the temptation to believe that it is the other way around. This is not the way the world thinks, but you must learn that it is the way you think. If it were not so, perception would have no cause, and would itself be the cause of reality. In view of its highly variable nature, this is hardly likely. In applying today's idea, say to yourself with eyes open, I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. Then look about you, resting your glance on each thing you note long enough to say, I do not see a neutral because my thoughts about are not neutral. For example, you might say, I do not see a neutral wall because my thoughts about walls are not neutral. I do not see a neutral body because my thoughts about bodies are not neutral. As usual, it is essential to make no distinctions between what you believe to be animate or inanimate, pleasant or unpleasant. Regardless of what you may believe, you do not see anything that is really alive or really joyous. That is because you are unaware, as yet, of any thought that is really true and therefore really happy. 3 or 4 specific practice periods are recommended, and no less than 3 are required for maximum benefit, even if you experience resistance. However, if you do, the length of the practice period may be reduced to less than a minute, to less than the minute or so that is otherwise recommended. And that's the end of lesson 17. I see no neutral things. This lesson 17 is the continuation or the couple for yesterday's lesson 16. I have no neutral thoughts. And it's once again is reminding us the way the perception works. That is, first you look inside your thoughts, and then you look around you what you want to see. A good example of this would be usually the world thinks that people makes me mad. They are the one that ay, ¿cómo se dice? How do you say? I'm mad at you, but you are the one that do things that I don't want to see, and then you make me mad. And the course is telling us is the other way around. Because I have thoughts of being mad, being angry, first I have these thoughts of I want to be angry, I want to get mad. And then I look around and I see the perfect cause of my anger, and that is you. So it's just the opposite. The world thinks that everything happens outside of you, and then you react. That is how the world thinks. And the course is telling you it's just the opposite, the other way around. You want to be angry, you want to be sad, you want to be distressed, whatever, and then you look about you and you find the perfect reason to get mad, to be upset, to whatever. So that is why yesterday it was I have no neutral thoughts, and today is I see no neutral things. And the practice is very simple. It's a minute. First we say this. I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. And then we start applying the idea, selecting the object and applying this. I do not see, here's the example, a neutral wall because my thoughts about walls are not neutral, and so on. So we start to the count from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1. I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. Then select an object. I do not see neutral because my thoughts about are not neutral. I do not see a neutral because my thoughts about are not neutral. I do not see a neutral because my thoughts about are not neutral. I do not see a neutral because my thoughts about are not neutral. I do not see a neutral because my thoughts about are not neutral. I do not see a neutral because my thoughts about are not neutral. And we finish our minute practice. I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. And my recommendation for the practice for today is that 10 minutes from now, you remember the lesson. You say, what was lesson 17? I see no neutral things. And do your 3 or 4 practice periods. And just before you go to bed, remember to do the lesson, well, the practice. And while you're sitting on your bed, you're like a minute practice. And you apply it with open eyes to the objects. I do not see a neutral because my thoughts about are not neutral. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining. Carmen, Leti, Manuel, and Marisol. Manuel is saying, un lindo día para todos. Gracias, Nina. Thank you so much, Manuel, for joining. And here we have Luis Javier Diplan. Hola, buenos días. Saludos desde Higüey. Higüey, perdón, Higüey, porque es con H, República Dominicana. Higüey, no conocía esa ciudad. Muy bien. Muchas gracias por unirse. Bendiciones a todos. Bye. Ah, I forgot. Thank you so much for joining.